listen to this. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom.
Look at her, she's reading a book. That's not normal for a 5-year-old. There's something wrong with her.
Matilda, cut it out with that book.
And she keeps trying to tell me stories. Who wants stories? I mean, it's not normal for a kid her age to be all thinking.
Go to your room.
What? But I didn't do anything. That's not right.
Right? Ha, right. I'll tell you something. You're off to school in a few minutes, and you won't be getting right there. Oh no. See, I know your headmistress, Agatha Churchwell.
Go to school and leave that book behind.
Welcome to your first day of school. Now, do any of you know any of your 2 times tables? Wonderful. Matilda, isn't it? Please stand and do as much as you can.
1 times 2 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 2 is 6, 4 times 2 is 8, 5 times 2 is 10, 6 times 2 is 12, 7 times 2 is 14, 8 times 2 is 16.
Well, my word.
9 times 2 is 18, 10 times 2 is 20, 11 times 2 is 22, 12 times 2 is 24.
Stop. Good heavens, how far can you go?
I don't know. Quite a long way, I think.
Do you think you could tell me what 2 times 28 is?
56.
Yes. Now, this one's much harder, so don't worry if you don't get it. 2 times 487.
974.
12 times 7?
84.
My goodness. Okay, let's leave math for now and take a look at reading. Can anyone read this?
Oh, me, Miss Onion, me.
Very well, go ahead. Okay, yes. Let's leave it there for now, Dizzy. We don't want you to burst a blood vessel on your first day. Anyone else? Go on. No, but tomato is a very good word. Matilda?
I can now read words.
So Matilda, you can read words.
Yes, I needed to learn to read words so I could read sentences. And a sentence is just a big bunch of words. And if you can't read sentences, you've got no chance with books.
And have you read a whole book before?
Oh yes, I love books. Last week I read quite a few.
Quite a few? In 1 week? What books did you read?
A Tale of Two Cities, Oliver Twist, Jane Eyre, Atlas Shrugged, The Invisible Man, The Secret Garden, Crime and Punishment, and Cat in the Hat.
Okay, children, off to recess. Just knock on the door, Jenny. Knock on the door. Don't be pathetic.
Enter. Well, don't just stand there like a wet tissue. Get on with it.
Yes, Miss Trunchbull. You see, there's in my class, that is, there's a little girl named Matilda Wormwood, and
Guard Mr. Harry Wormwood. Excellent man. Told me to watch out for that brat, though. Says she's a real ward.
oh no, I don't believe Matilda's that kind of child at all.
What's the school motto, Miss Honey?
Bambinatum est magitum.
Babinatum est magitum. Children are maggots. In fact, it's probably her who put that stink bone under my desk this morning. I'll get her for that. Thank you for suggesting it.
But I didn't. Miss Trunchbull, Matilda Wormwood is a genius.
Nonsense! Did I just tell you she's a hoodlum?
But she knows her times tables.
So she's learned a few tricks.
She can read.
So can I.
I have to tell you, headmistress, that in my opinion, this little girl should be placed in a class with the oldest and most advanced children.
What? She is a squid, a shrimp, an unhatched tadpole. We cannot simply place her in a class with the oldest, most advanced
believe Matilda is an exception to the rules.
An exception to rules in my school? Ha!
I have to tell you, Headmistress, that it is my intention to help this little girl, whether you like it or not.
Matilda, can I ask you a question? Do all those brains in your head give you a headache? I mean, it's gotta hurt all squished in there.
No, it's fine. I think they just fit.
Right, well, I better stick around just in case they start to squeeze out of your brain. You're going to need some help fitting them back in.
Hi! Someone poured a whole can of syrup on Miss Trunchbull's chair. And when she tried to get up, her pants being tied to the seat. Someone was her, I did. But I did. And now she's after me. They say she's gonna put me in the chokey.
What's the chokey?
It's a cupboard in her office that she throws children into. They say it's lined with nails, spikes, and broken glass.
Well, I don't believe it. I know, let's read some of my book together to take your mind off the whole thing. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. So they say the subsequent fall was inevitable. They never stood a chance, they were written that way. Innocent victims of their story.
Like Romeo and Juliet, was written in the stars as for the evil red. That love and fate and a touch of stupidity would rob their hopes of living their life happily. The endings are often a little bit gory.
Just wonder why they didn't just change their story.
But all we had to do was told by surely.
Sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty. Just because you find that life's not fair doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, but you won't change a thing.
Children, if you're little, you can do a lot. You mustn't let a little thing like little stop you. If you sit around and let them get on top of you, might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right. And if it's not right, you have to put it right.
In the slip of a bolt, there's a tiny revolt, the seed of a war, in the creak of a floorboard. A storm can begin with the flap of a wing. The tiniest mind packs the mightiest sting every day. Starts with the tick of a clock, all escapes. Starts with the click of a lock. If you're stuck in your story and want to get out, you don't have to cry, you don't have to shout.
Starting tomorrow, I will bring some books that I think will challenge your mind. You can sit and read while I teach the others, and if you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. How does that sound? Matilda, that's the biggest hug in the world. You're gonna hug all the air out of me.
Matilda Wormwood, Matilda Wormwood. Where is Mud?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull?
So you admit it, do you?
Admit what, Miss Trunchbull?
You stole a slice of my chocolate cake.
No, I did not.
Matilda's been here all morning.
Standing up for this little spitball, are you? Well, this crime happened before school started, and therefore, she's guilty.
Yes, miss.
You enjoyed my cake, didn't you, Bruce?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull, and I'm very sorry.
Oh, no. As long as you enjoyed my cake, that's all that matters.
Is it?
Of course.
Well, I did. Thank you.
Wonderful. That makes me so happy. Just wait right here. Lost your appetite?
Well, yes, I'm full.
Oh no, you are not full. I'll tell you when you are full. And I say criminals like you are full until they've eaten the entire cake.
But I can't eat it all.
Headmistress, he'll be sick.
You should have thought about that before you made a pact with Satan and decided to steal my chocolate cake. Eat! Eat! Well, go along, Bob Trotter.
What? Where?
Oh, there's another part to your husband. The second part. And the second part is choking.
What?
He's eaten it all. He did what you asked.
I did it. I ate the lot. Please, no, don't take me to Chokey. Please, no. That's not right.
Matilda, I've got those books we spoke about, so you can just sit and read.
What are you doing with those books, woman? It's become clear to me that you don't know what you are doing. You believe in kindness and fluffiness and books and stories. That is not teaching. To teach a child is first break the child. What, you maggots?
No one was speaking, Miss Trunchbull.
Miss Honey, please understand when I say, why, you maggots. You are entirely included in that statement. Who brought my jug of water?
I thought it was my fault.
No! There's a new in mine! You did this, you vile, repulsive, malicious little sinner!
No, don't, Miss Trunchbull, you'll pull her ear off.
Miss Honey, through years of experimentation, I figured out that little girl ears don't come off. They stretch.
Leave her alone, you big fat bully!
How dare you! I will pound! I will crush you! I will dissect you! I will destroy you! I will feed you to the termites!
Tip, go on, Tip.
What? There's something on me! Something on me! Get it off! Get it off! It's heading north. There's a nude in my knickers! There's a nude in my knickers! There's a nude in my knickers!
Matilda, are you okay?
Watch. I moved it with my eyes. Am I strange?
Well, I'm not going to pretend I know what this is, Matilda, but I don't believe it's something you should be frightened of. I think it has something to do with that incredible mind of yours.
You mean there's no room in my head for all of my brains, so they squish out through my eyes?
Well, not exactly, but something like that. You certainly are a special girl, Matilda. Your parents must be so proud.
Oh yes, very proud. Actually, they're not proud at all. They call me a liar and a cheat and a nasty little creep. What about you, Miss Honey? What are your parents like?
My father died when I was young. His name was Magnus. He was very kind. But when he was gone, my Aunt Agatha became my new legal guardian. She was mean and selfish. She told me that my father had left everything for her and nothing for me. I find it hard to believe, but that's what she tells me.
She's lying.
I don't know, Matilda.
But I know the truth. I can see her life in my mind, like magic. I can see it all. Miss Honey, your Aunt Agatha is Miss Trunchbull? Miss Honey, we have to go to the police. She stole everything from you.
Someone will hear you.
Today we are having a very special spelling test. Any child who gets a single answer wrong will go to choky. Now, you, Alexi, spell newt.
Newt. N-E-W-T. Newt.
What?
Miss Honey taught us. She's very good.
Nonsense! Miss Honey's too soft and peachy to be good at anything. Now you, spell the one thing you are, revolting. You're cheating!
Of course she's not cheating. She's simply spelling a word.
These little specks of dust can't be this clever. They are worms, and I will prove it. You, filth box, not nose, spell Angela, superfragicalistic, hymosis spit.
What? That's not a word. You just made it up.
Speller gonna choke you. Let me warn you, it has silent letters. Sorry, Sorry, it was a silent Z.
Dog. D-Y-P, dog. And me.
What? What are you doing? What's going on? Sit down.